Good morning, that's the rods out, and I don't know about you guys, but this gravel pit looks kind of funny to me. Like, the more I look at it, the water's moving, and it's moving left to right, and it just keeps moving left to right. It's not stopped since I got here, and they're never usually this shape. Like, this gravel pit just seems to go on and on and on, and it's really weird. In fact, I think this might be a river. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I've only ever sort of seen it written down, but I think this is a river, and I can't remember the last time we fished a river. So yeah, normally they're surrounded by flooded fields and things, but this one isn't. It's a really rare river, this one. So yeah, we'll give it a go. You know, don't really know what I'm doing here anymore, but yeah, we'll try. Yeah, I'm so glad to be back out on a river. All I've been able to do is a couple of rather average gravel pit sessions, so great to be back. I'm going to tidy this stuff away, and yeah, we'll have a little chat about what we're up to today. Brilliant, great to be back. So today I'm out on the stretch of river that I call the motorway stretch. I kind of have to say that because you can hear it and you can see it, so yeah, I try to not really give too much away. So I'll ask, if you do know where it is, please don't put it in the comments. And what I do in my pike fishing a lot is I tend to rotate where I fish. I try not to fish the same place twice in a row. In fact, sometimes it's 5 or 6 sessions down the line before I can get back to it. And you know what, having said that, the way my fishing's going at the moment, 5 or 6 sessions, the season will be over. So yeah, I try to move around a bit and not pressure areas too much. But yeah, I'm so glad to be out river fishing. I haven't fished a river since I think October, and I haven't pike fished a river all season. So yeah, great to be back. I did want to be kind of downstream, but when I pulled up this morning, there were 2 cars that side of the bridge, so I was like, forget it, whatever, I'll come this way. And I never knew you could fish these swims above there's a fence there, and I never knew you could fish these swims here, but apparently you can, and I've walked up and I've seen the limit. So yeah, I decided to give one of them a go. But it's kind of shallow and there's not really much scope for casting because of that big ass tree there. So yeah, I'm just going to give it sort of half an hour, 40 minutes here, then go back to some of my old haunts. And I've got the house to myself this week, so there's no reason to rush home. So yeah, I can spend all day here. Usual stuff. I did intend to get up at like 6 and get down here first light, but it just never happened. And quite frankly, these are my days off, so I don't really want to be pushing myself too much. I want to relax, yeah. So we'll give it another 20 minutes or so here, and then head on to some swims I've caught from in the past. Right, I'm moving already. You know when you're in a swim and you're just not feeling it. Like, I just can't picture a pike being out there. It felt shallow and there's maybe a bit too much current going. And yeah, there's swims downstream that I've caught from before that I'm desperate to fish, so I'm giving it half an hour. Let's get on the move. In my second swim, you might notice something new about my outfit. I've gone for the Fox Sherpa Tech Salopets. There they are, looking lovely. Finally retired the 10 years old TF gear bib and brace, whatever it was. But you know what, that lot, they served me well. And yeah, 10 years I wore them for. Caught some PBs wearing them, and it proper kept me warm, kept the rain out. The only thing was they just had now too many holes in. I couldn't keep stitching them back together. They were just bursting at the seams, and yeah, really proud of them guys. But yep, we're on to these now. Went for the lined ones rather than the padded ones because when I got holes in my old ones that are like padded with that polyester wadding, once you get a hole, it kind of like bursts through the holes, whereas these, if I get a little hole in them, which I will, there's nothing to come out, you know, it's got that fleece lining instead. So yeah, the waterproof rating's a lot higher on them. It's 10,000 mil, so these should do me well for a number of years, and yeah, I'm really happy with them. So thank you, Sophie, brilliant Christmas present. I gave it best part of an hour here for nothing, so we'll move on to the next one. Okay, left-handers pulled out. Well, that was an odd one, a kind of weird drop take there. Left-hander pulled out. When I got there was just nothing really happening. Pulled down, didn't feel anything, bumped it back towards me, nothing, so I've just wound it in and put it back out. A little bit of the skin was kind of peeled back on the bait, so could have been a take. Now it's a right-hander that's going. Yeah, got a bite on the left rod that didn't turn into anything, bit of a drop run. And then the right hand rod, it didn't even pull it out of the clip, it just went dud-dud-dud. Like, well, that's a bit weird. So I looked down, I saw the rod tip knock, so holding it a bit, feeling. Sure enough, there's a fish there. Wound down. By the time I wound down, the fish must have doubled back under a log, so actually I was playing it really weirdly. Then it came out from under the log. I've managed to net it before it's even really started fighting, so yeah, brilliant. We got one in the net. Only a, you know, smallish jack, but it's a cool fish. Ooh, gosh. There we go. First river pike of the season in mid-January, of course. And yeah, it's hooked on the single hook. That's, oh no, it's not, sorry, tell a lie, it's on the treble. Let's have a look. Yes, just move that around there. Yeah. Okay, there it is, first river pike of the season. £4, something like that. But yeah, poor guy didn't really get to scrap because it was sort of under that log, pulled it out and netted it really quickly. Something I always do is just before I strike, I chuck the net at my feet so you can just scoop them up really, you know, because they often come off when they're doing that last minute head thrash with a mouth open towards you and the hooks just fly back at you. So yeah, I just don't mess about, I just get him in when it comes to pike. But that's cool, that's not a blank. Yeah, lovely. Couple of pictures, but then we'll get it back. Oh, is that me? I better not be me, that. Let's pop this guy back. Nice. Well, not a tiny one, but no monster. There, you ready? Yeah, not messing about you, are you? You get a chance to fight, unfortunately. Lovely. Right, let's get on the move again. That's my rod out in my 4th swim of the day. I might get maybe 1 or 2 more swims in, but I can see there's an angler ahead of me now, so I don't really want to go interfering with them. You know, I'm the guy that always says, like, on a river you've got miles of it and you have to fish next to me, or if I'm on a commercial, like, you have a whole lake to yourself and you had to turn up and fish right next door. But yeah, so I'm not going to be that guy. I'm going to practice what I preach. Before I put the second rod out, this is the one I caught the fish on, so a quick show of the rig. And a little bit different about the trace. I've been doing this for, I think, a couple of seasons now, which is, instead of using 2 trebles, I've got a treble on the end there and a single hook there. And it's just this whole thing that I'm trying to work towards, of cutting down the number of hook points. I've become really confident in this setup, caught a lot of fish on it now, and it doesn't seem to catch me any less fish than 2 trebles, whereas before I have tried single hooks, I have tried single trebles, and that definitely caught me less fish, whereas this is a real nice compromise. So yeah, maybe have a think about putting that into your own fishing. A little detail here, that bottom treble is a very light one, so it can bend out of snags if needed. And I'm using really strong braided mainline, I think it's about £50. So yeah, I can pull the trebles out of any snags. Normal 18 inches of strong £30 wire. Swivel with a sleeve over it that's got like a little kind of collar on the back there, which my big eye swivel sits on, so nothing tangles on the cast. And I'm doing that for a while now, and it's really neat, and just a real kind of subtle way of attaching everything. Always put my ledger on a little link there, just sort of 6 inches of chod rig material. Just allows that kind of standoff effect and lets the braid go through it really easily, so you get real positive takes. And if it does land in something soft, that can kind of plug in and the swivel's still above it. 3 ounce flat pair, and that's about it. As for baits, I pretty much always use kind of like smallish sea baits. I caught my fish on that bit of herring, but as you can see, it's kind of washed out now. So I'm just going to change it up to a mackerel. And usual stuff, I put the top hook, so in this case that's my single. That goes in the root of the tail, and then the trebles, I've crushed 2 of the barbs down to nothing, and the one with a barb just goes down the flank there. That's ready to go. Right, let's put it out. Hopefully get another bite or another fish before we go. strange one. Now the right hand one. Yes, that's 2 pike, and that was an awesome bite. I just happened to be looking up at the rod. It just went boom like that. And so funny that exactly the same as in the first swim, where I just had a funny weird bite on the left hand rod that didn't really come to anything, and then a right hander proper take. So I wonder if maybe these fish are, you know, moving up and down. Now it's not flooded anymore, they're active. Sort of picking up one, nah, I don't fancy it, picking up the next. I don't know, I'm probably talking rubbish, but that's cool. I don't know about being a double, but it's one of them ones that's kind of getting on for that size. 8-9 pound. Oh God. That second rod away. Is it? Yeah, right, we've got a double take here, guys. We're gonna have to put this fish in the net and then deal with this one. Well, this has turned out to be a bit wild, isn't it? This is a nice one too. Oh, this is mayhem. I've got 2 decent fish in the net, like both those sort of getting on for double figure, like 8-9 pound size. Awesome. Right, what do I do? I suppose, well, that one's unhooked, so I get that rod out of the way, bring it up, unhook the other one, and then maybe, oh, I don't know, just show them both at the same time, I guess, get them back at the same time. Let's do it. Okay. We are back. Show you this situation. So there's the first one, all unhooked and happy, and the second one's a bit of a beast, really. I'm thinking I might let this one go and focus on that bigger one. Yeah, let's do that. Don't want to mess these fish around. Put the first one back. Now, in case you wonder where the second one is, my mat is like a retaining mat, you know, it's got one of those flaps that velcros over it. So the fish is secured under there with like the head flap over it. There we go, that's that one back. Let's get back to the other one quick. Right, that fish is unhooked, and I've got no rods in the water or anything at the moment. What I've done is I've just popped the fish in the margins in the net because I'm in a right tiz. I'm sure the fish is too, so I'm just giving us both 5 minutes just to relax, get our breaths back, and then I'll get the fish out and actually maybe even weigh it, get some proper pictures of it. But it wouldn't be right after all that to keep going with the fish, keep trying to get the pictures, talking to you guys. Let's give it a breather, let's reset, and then we'll get it back out. I'm big on looking after pike. if anything, more than I am carp, because you know the role a pike plays in the ecosystem is much more important than a carp or a tench or something. So yeah, I really want to make sure they go back strong. So with the hooks out, it's recovering, I'm recovering. I fell on my ass while returning that fish. So yeah, I just need 5 minutes, and so does the fish. Right, let's get everything ready. There we go. It's had a while in the net. I've got my act together, so let's have a quick look at it, and then we'll get a weight on. Oh, must be around 10 pound, that one. Right, let's do this. Okay, here she is. Camera's running out of battery. It's basically bang on 10 pound. I thought it was like 12 pound, but it's not. It's almost bang on 10. That's awesome. What a welcome back to the river. 3 fish, none of them small, 2 in a net at the same time, and if this one's 10, that last one was about 8, something like that. But that's really cool. Quickly show you the other side. I think it was only on like 3%. Ooh. Now I've got no rods in the water, I'm just walking ahead of myself, just seeing what options I've got available. I can't see that other angler, so I don't really know where they are. But I wasn't going to cast back out for a moment there, but I thought, you know, I'm here, fish are having it, so I might as well give it one last go. And if I can find something I like ahead of me, then I'll just drop in there for the last hour or so of daylight. But yeah, that's awesome. I'm not sure what the camera got because it kept cutting out, but hopefully I got some footage of that fish. If not, I got a couple of nice photos, so yeah, I'll put them up. The release wasn't my finest moment. The fish kept swimming towards the shore, so I had to just let it do that and then turn it the right way. But yeah, in the end it went away fine, so that's great. Right, let's have a quick look, make a little plan. Yep, sat in my 5th swim now. I've gone a bit little and large on the bait, so I've got small mackerel on my left rod out in the current, and then I've got quite a big pollen on the right rod, just down in like a deep bit near some trees where loads of like weed and bits have built up around during the flood, so that's quite a cool bit of shelter. And we'll just see. I've only probably got another hour or so, but I need to dry my net out anyway, so it's a good spot to sit and do that. I saw that left rod banging. It's a pike. Well, that's fish number 4, and all very tentative on that one, just little knocks, like, is it even still there? Little knock, like, So I wound down and struck, and sure enough it's kind of hooked in the outside, but it's our 4th pike of the day, so that's pretty cool. I don't know if I'll bother putting that rod back out, but Yeah, that's awesome. I'm really glad to have caught one last fish before we go. It turned into quite a good day, this. There you go. This was actually caught on the same herring that I've been using all day, the same one I put on in the morning. I cast my mini mackerel off by accident. So I still had that herring sat in my bucket, so I thought, well, I'll just sling it out there, just underarmed it, near to my other rod really. And it went pretty quickly. That's cool, that's 4 fish. Yeah, well happy with that. Man, I'll have a dig in my bucket. If I can find something that's worth putting out, I will. If not, I think I'll just do the last sort of 15-20 minutes with one rod. It's in a good spot, so maybe it'll go. That's great, loving it. Great welcome back to the river, as I said before. Nice, cheers for that. The eyes are incredible on this one, proper predator. Wow. Oh yeah. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Well, I found a bluey head in my bucket, so yeah, that's going to go out for now. I think I'll say cheery bye now, because it's going to get dark any moment now, and this camera doesn't do great in the dark. But you know, I've had a fantastic day for pike, and I've just really enjoyed being back on a river. It's been fantastic really. You know, I haven't thought about work all day or like anything going on at home or whatever. It's just been so nice to be out here. And yeah, the fishing's been good, including that mad spell where we had 2 in a net at once. 2 proper pike bat, you know, 1 double and like an 8-pounder. That's really, really nice. I've really enjoyed it. What is that? Oh, the pheasants. Like a group of about a dozen pheasants just come out of the bushes. Sorry lads, you can have my wallet. That's crazy. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, it's just nice to be out seeing stuff like that, isn't it? You know, you don't get that when you're just at work and that. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed it, and I hope you're getting out on the bank as well, enjoying whatever sort of winter fishing you do. If you're a fair weather angler, if you can't get out in winter, then, well, please enjoy these videos. And when the weather gets warmer, get back out there and get catching them. Right, thank you for watching, subscribe for more to come, and I'll see you next time.